What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today we are taking a look at the Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker Shatter the Universe. This is the newest release from Demoniacal Fit for a knockoff Broly figure, and I'm really stoked to take a look at him. Now, this is going to be a little bit different than a normal review that I do. I'm going to review it, but it's going to be more of a comparison because I'm just going to do side-by-sides with the other Legendary Berserker that came out earlier this year. I did a video on that figure a few months back. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. I'll link it somewhere on the screen at some point. I got this from 5K Toys. I will also link them down in the description. I don't know if there's any in stock on there, but if you probably look around on other websites, you might be able to find him. He looks really awesome. But what we're going to basically do, we're going to go over articulation a little bit and stuff, but basically we're going to compare the entire figure. We're going to compare the box, the figure, the accessories, and we're going to note all the differences, okay? So let's get him out of this package and take a closer look at him. Holy shit, that is a lot of Broly to have in one place. Hopefully that my house does not explode. Anyways, I'm not going to be measuring them. If you want to know how tall they are, watch my Legendary Berserker video from a few months back. Like I said, I will link it somewhere within this video. Anyways, let's start with their boxes. First things first, let's look at the regular Legendary Berserker's box. Forgive its condition. I got mine through AliExpress and it got beat to hell. But it's got a nice window on the front with a nice silhouette of Broly on it. And it's using some like maroon and black color scheme right there. On the side it just says Legendary Berserker. Look at the pictures on the back because they do differ. It's got Broly holding Goku by his face, got a close-up of Broly's face right there, and then him with his hand out, and then him yelling and doing like some kind of jabbing type motion right there. That is the blonde-headed one here on the right's box. Here is the Shatter the Universe. Obviously it says it right there. Again, nice window, a little bit different of a silhouette of Broly. I like this pose actually a little bit better, even though they're both menacing. And this one is kind of more of a pinkish, like magenta pinkish kind of accent with the black on the box. And on the side it says Shatter the Universe. And on the back, the pictures are Broly kind of marching towards you, and then another close-up of his face, but it was a different angle from the other one. Him flexing big as shit right there. And it's got one right here of him clotheslining Trunks down here. Trunks is just off in the corner. I think they could have shown Trunks just a little bit more. And then him throwing a key blast right there. So there's right off the bat some differences with the figures. Now, let's look at the figures side by side, and let's go through the numbers. Let's start with the hair. Obviously, the Shatter of the Universe is the one here on the left, and he has the green hair. His hair looks really awesome. It's almost like a key lime pie kind of green with a darker shading of green going down the middle of the part right there. Looks really awesome. They're the exact same head sculpt. You know, just to let everybody know, because I might not show you the back or every angle, where the other one, the original one, is just, you know, the regular yellow Super Saiyan hair with some green accents in it, and they look really, really good. This is the same face that's on both, the kind of really serious face, and really the only difference is the lines are a little more prominent in this one on the right than the left, and of course this one has the green eyebrows versus the yellow. Their necklace is the exact same necklace with the same jewel, and I'm buying that. I'm perfectly fine with it. Now, if we look, their skin tones are starkly different. The Shatter of the Universe almost has more of an olive kind of, olive colored skin, I guess, a little bit darker, and his shading is a touch more prominent, and obviously it's darker, and it looks really, really good. They look to be, at least to me, to be shaded in basically the same places in the shoulders and chest, but something I did notice, and I felt a little bit shorted by this, my regular Legendary Berserker has more shading in his abdomen than the Shatter of the Universe, if you can see that.
Is it?
Let's compare their backs really quick. The backs appear to be about the same as far as the shading and stuff is concerned. Actually, in the lower back, the Shatter of the Universe doesn't have as much shading as the original one as well. That's that kind of bugs me, just because I mean it wouldn't have been as the same amount of effort. You see what I'm saying?
It's not that hard.
Now, his little skirt piece right here, obviously the original one has the maroon color. It looks really good with the blue jewel. It looks nice. This one is more of almost like a purple. and it looks good too, and its shading is definitely more prominent in this one than in this one. So in this one we got more shading in the skirt, if you can see that, particularly in that front little part right there, versus this one right here. It's just a little less prominent. But I mean, it still looks good, but this one definitely in the skirt, let's flip them around to the back here, definitely got the lion's share of shading right there. I like them both, but they're the same. Oh, and the arm jewel is the same as well, or the gauntlet jewel, or whatever, is the same blue gauntlet. God, these guys are kind of heavy. My arm's getting tired. Now the pants. The regular legendary Berserker is more of white pants with kind of that grayish blue kind of shading that makes the whole pants kind of have just a bit of a blue hue to them, if you see that. Where this one is, the Shatter of the Universe is more gray with an even darker gray, low lights in it for the shading, and that looks really nice. I actually wouldn't have minded seeing that with the maroon, and then the lighter with the purple, but I'm not on the design team. The shin gauntlet, or the boot jewels or whatever, are the same. They're that same blue. And then the boots, obviously they're maroon boots for the original, and they got that kind of purplish magenta look for the boots. But like I said, they're the exact same figure. It's kind of a pick your poison. Which one do you like the look of the most? I personally like this one's hair with this one's skin tone. That's just me. I'd like this hair with this skin tone with this purple skirt piece right there. That's me. Tell me down in the comments which one you all like better, but I think they both look fantastic. Let's look at their accessories really quick, because it's the same stuff, but they differ slightly. Start with the faceplates. We've already seen those other faceplates, so let's start with the yelling faces. Obviously, the Shatter of the Universe is on the left, and really the only difference is the green eyebrows. But to me, and I think you can see it in the camera too, the black outlining around the eyes is a little more prominent than just the regular legendary Berserker. But they both look really good. Let's see if the same differences are with this smirking face. And yeah, I think so. Again, the green eyebrows, but the black lines around the eyes is a little more prominent. And really, all the hands are exactly the same. They both come with the fistful of Goku's fucking hair. It's literally the exact same. And the hands are all the same skin tone. The skin tones aren't different on them. As you can see right here, it's the exact same hands. So they didn't change the skin tones for the hands. And then, of course, his 3 energy blasts right here. This one's the regular legendary Berserker, and this is the new one. The regular, that's what I'm going to keep calling it, sorry, is more of like a brighter green translucent kind of plastic with this little spot of shading on it. I think that looks super duper good. This one is just more of a cloudy with almost like a metallic flaky kind of finish on it. I think the original one's blasts look a little bit better. I mean, these look good too, please don't mistake that, but I think this looks a lot better with that contrast to that shading in there. And then, of course, they both come with the stands that doubles as a flight stand and a stand to hold the energy blasts up. That's really about it for the differences. We'll go over the articulation really quick. He doesn't look up because of that huge ass hair sculpt that he's got, but he does look down, and he can look all around. And I showed you all before, he's got that weird double hinge, double ball pegged hinge kind of neck system. It works, but it's really, really weird. His shoulders are fantastic, way up above 90, and they'll actually come across him. He's got a weird, it's like a double hinged kind of thing. There's like a hinge here for the shoulder, and then there's a hinge right here that allows it to hinge forward. Really weird, but it actually works oddly enough. He's got a bicep swivel that works just fine. He's got ginormous arms, even though he has a double jointed elbow. He's just past 90, and I'm perfectly cool with it. If you want to argue with Broly about it, be my fucking guest. And the elbow doesn't look horrible. You know what I mean? This is a really old design. It's like 12, 13 years old at this point, but it works just fine. And the wrist is a ball hinge that you get limited movement because of the gauntlet, but it works just fine. He has a diaphragm brake that you can get some lean on. There is a ball peg with a hinge on it inside there, so you can lean forward a little bit, and you can lean him back, and he actually doesn't gap, and you can get a little bit of side to side, slight amount of twist. He's got a ball peg in the waist where you can get some twist and stuff out of him. you get enough. It's good enough. Let me put it that way. As far as the diaphragm and abdomen, it's good enough. He does get pretty good splits for a Broly. That's pretty darn decent. And that this skirt is segmented, and they're all on ball hinges, so all the pieces except the back pieces move freely, so you can get plenty of range. Plenty of a good front kick right there. He's got a thigh swivel. He's that old design, so he does have drop downs. So that's kind of antiquated, but it works enough because it's a Broly figure, and he fucking dominates no matter what kind of joint system he's got. He's got a double jointed knee that if I felt like fiddling with it would actually go a little bit further because it's sculpted to give us some nice range, so that's pretty good. He's based off of a Bandai design, so no shin swivel, and the ankle is a ball hinge, so it'll go down and up just a little bit with a little bit of rocker, no peg holes, and he does have a toe hinge. Isn't the best, isn't the worst, but it is nice and tight, so it'll hold the weight of his figure. And for some reason, I have not had problems standing these two up. I remember when this figure first came out, a lot of people had trouble standing them up. As you can tell, I have no problem standing them up. So that's pretty good. His articulation, even more than a decade later, still holds up, and he looks fucking fantastic. But let's stand him next to some other figures real quick. Here he is with a Super Saiyan Goku right there, and you can see the size difference, and he just absolutely fucking towers over him. And you know what, we'll just get him right out of the way. And here he is with little Super Saiyan Gohan, and you can see the size difference. It's absolutely crazy. Here he is with a Super Saiyan Vegeta, and we are just going right through the lineup of people that he kicked the shit out of in the legendary Super Saiyan Broly movie. And here is the Superhero Piccolo, just because I didn't feel like digging out my proud Namekian Piccolo, but here he is with Piccolo. And just to make it a little more accurate to the movie, this is my Demoniacal Fit, the Chosen One Trunks with the longer hair and the torn off sleeves and all that good stuff. So this is a little more accurate to what Trunks looked like in the movie. So there's that. And that, I think, rounds off the cast of people who he beat the shit out of in the movie. Let's state him next to, obviously, himself. We're just going to get his other version of himself up here because I like that. And I want to dig out Full Power Broly, the Dragon Ball Super version. And he is bigger. The Demoniacal Fit Broly is bigger, and man, oh man, do they still look good. Again, a 12-year-old at least design, holding up something that came out, what, 4 or 5 years ago at the most. Just fantastic. This figure, it has really aged well. And just because I want to stand him next to some nicer figures, here he is with the Storm Arena Ryu, and you can tell that the quality is there for both figures. Let's stand him next to, because I've got it out, the Storm Collectibles Blanca, and boy oh boy do they look good. Oh my goodness gracious. But what's crazy is I got this for like 60 some odd dollars, and this is over $100 figure, and they just look so good next to each other. That's how good of a job Demoniacal Fit did with these figures. And lastly, because I am absolutely in love with this Baki figure, here he is with these Storm Collectibles Baki Hama. My goodness, look at those sculpts, just fantastic. Just fantastic. Anyways, that is going to wrap up my comparison and a little bit of a review of the legendary Berserker Shatter the Universe. As you can tell, I really, really like it. He is just a repaint, but I love that figure. Absolutely A+, fantastic. The price is great. The accessories are great. The aesthetic is fantastic. Paint is great. Articulation is really, really good. If you get an opportunity to buy it, you absolutely should. Anyways, and remember, at 1,000 subscribers, which we're zeroing in on, if you are subscribed, you are eligible for the Innocent Challengers Goku figure from shfiguarts. That is a Tamashii Nation store exclusive. So be sure and subscribe. If you haven't, tell everybody else to get subscribed too. But with all that said, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.